Hey everybody, here we are in the middle of a tornado warning in Tennessee. However, I have fantastic, great breaking news for you. This has just come out of the Northern District of Texas in the Vanderstock v. Garland case. Thanks to my friends at the Second Amendment Foundation. Real quick, if you want to support the Second Amendment Foundation, link is in the description below. They have secured a victory. Let's talk about it. It's a preliminary injunction granted by Judge Reed O'Connor against the ATF and the federal government and their ability to regulate non-firearm items as firearms. The Vanderstock v. Garland case we've discussed numerous times on this channel. It's the ghost gun rule, that's what we'll call it, that they put forth last year in an attempt to take away the ability to manufacture your own firearms and or parts kits to utilize those. Remember, the ATF was against all that because Joe Biden held up his feeble little hand in the Rose Garden and said, we're going to get rid of ghost guns, right? Even though he had one in D.C., which is probably a felony. So this just came down. Judge Reed O'Connor has granted a preliminary injunction against the enforcement of this final rule by everybody. And I'll give you some quick notes, some quick quotes real quick. The first one here is from Alan Gottlieb, who is the executive vice president and founder of the Second Amendment Foundation. He said, this is a huge victory, and I agree. The court's preliminary determination is pretty straightforward, and it notes that SAF and Defense Distributed are likely to succeed on the merits of their case against the receiver rule. My buddy Adam Kraut, who is Second Amendment Foundation's executive director, he said, we are pleased with the court's ruling, which correctly finds we are likely to succeed on our claims. He said, we are pleased with the court's ruling, which correctly finds that we are likely to succeed on our claims. Judge O'Connor agrees that the ATF's final rule expands the agency's authority over parts that may be readily converted into frames or receivers, which surpasses the authority granted by Congress. Even more compelling is that the judge agrees that ATF's rule unlawfully treats parts kits as firearms. It is refreshing to see rogue administrative agencies being reined in by the checks and balances of our system of government. And the good part is the injunction takes effect immediately. So, phenomenal news coming out of the Northern District of Texas. And thank you to Second Amendment Foundation for pushing forward in the Vanderstock v. Garland case. Judge Reed O'Connor is definitely someone who is doing his job when it comes to text history and tradition, just like he's supposed to do. And Second Amendment Foundation, thank you for fighting this, and everybody else who has jumped in. I know Defense Distributed and a couple of companies came in as well. And this is a phenomenal ruling on a phenomenal day. And this is just one of the dominoes that are going to keep falling on the anti-gunners, so much so that they're freaking out. I mean, look at David Hogg on his Twitter the last couple days. Dude's gotten unstable. And it's great because shall not be infringed actually means shall not be infringed. So let me know what you guys and gals think down below. Phenomenal news. If you like this type of news, better than the bad news, then subscribe to this channel down below. Guns and Gadgets bring you Second Amendment news every single day, oftentimes multiple times a day. Today is video 3 for today. If you haven't seen the other ones, be sure to check, because YouTube isn't going to tell you every time I put out new info. You got to check regularly. But like the video and share it so more people see it. Thank you for your time. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.